So welcome to our basic training webinar. My name is Judy Miller. Again, my email address is right there in the corner, basictraining@infusionsoft.com. And today we're going to be talking about the email builder. Just to let everyone know that wasn't here yesterday on our managed contacts, if you need that recording, let me know and I will get it to you. It was 123 in Arizona yesterday. Today it's supposed to be 121. So I know that is just absolutely ridiculous, and I bet you can't even fathom it being that hot where you are. So today we're going to learn about sending a broadcast and communicating with your contacts and prospects and customers. So with your Infusionsoft application, you do have access to our Help Center. Our Help Center is located at help.infusionsoft.com. Don't have to be a user to go to our Help Center, so if you have new people that are going to start out, they can go there too and start learning. You have access to our user guide, access to our tech support numbers, access to higher level training. So if you already are way beyond the email builder, you can either call our tech support and get help there, or go to our mastermind webinars on our Help Center under the webinar tab, and you can search any topic. Maybe you want to set up your online store and you type in, e-commerce setup. There'll be a webinar on that. And also access to our chat help center, which our chat line is 24/7. So you have lots of resources to get some help, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So a lot of people come to this webinar thinking that we're going to be sending out a campaign and getting a campaign created. That's not going to be done this week because we don't have that webinar scheduled this week, but I will send you the recording from last week with this recording so that you guys won't have to wait. But today we're going to be focusing on an email broadcast, and I'm going to explain the difference real quick. A broadcast is a one-time email that you send off either to your entire list, like if you're sending off a newsletter, or just a specific targeted group. So we may have a boot camp that we do outside on Wednesdays, but it's going to be 121 degrees today. So I want to send an email to everyone that comes to my Tuesday boot camp on the bottom of Camelback Mountain and let them know that we're going to cancel today's boot camp and schedule it for another time when it's cooler so we don't have dead people on the mountain. And that's a specific targeted group that I just want to get that email because I don't want them to come, and I can send that 3 times, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once in the evening to make sure that the people that didn't open it and don't show up because it is so flippin' hot out in Arizona. A campaign's a little different. A campaign does have emails in it, so you do need to know how to create an email template. But a campaign is a series of emails that are connected together with timers. And that's how we do our automated follow-up in Infusionsoft. That's pretty much the magic of Infusionsoft to do your long-term nurture or your short-term follow-up. There also may be some tasks in there, creating an owner, setting up an appointment. There's lots of stuff that can happen in that campaign, and I will be sending you the recording for the Campaign Builder webinar so that you guys can watch that too. Today we're going to focus on the email builder, creating that template, and then sending it off to a group of people. So what we're going to be doing today is editing a template. I'm going to show you how to add images. I'm going to give you some ideas for why to broadcast, how to send a broadcast to your entire list, and then just how to send to that targeted group that we don't want to show up at Camelback Mountain tonight at 6 when it's super hot out. So Judy, why would I send a broadcast and not just put people in an automated campaign? Well, the first thing may be because it's a holiday. It may be Memorial Day, or it may be 4th of July, and you want to let people know, hey, it's 4th of July. Make sure your dogs are protected. They don't like fireworks. Just want to make sure that everybody's safe. So it just may be a timely holiday greeting. You don't want to sell anything. You just want to communicate with your list. It may be your monthly newsletter that you send out, that you want to send out to your entire list, or if you have buyers in real estate, people that are buying and people that are selling, you may send off 2 different newsletters to 2 different groups. It may be that something's happening. Your website may be under construction. You just sold a $5,000 product. People are going to your website and it's like, oh no, it's not there anymore. So sending out that email to your list saying, hey, don't be concerned. Just get my website updated. It'll be up in no time. I'll send you an email when it gets up and running. You're going to love it, letting people know. It may be a special offer. Holy cow, there's only 20 people in my webinar today. I want to get 50. So for today only, I'm going to give you $50 off my training webinar. It may be to create urgency, and Home Depot does a great job of this. They have a Black Friday sale in July. So when did I buy my washer and dryer? I bought it in July for my Black Friday sale. I didn't wait until Black Friday after Thanksgiving because they created urgency. They said for this day only, we're going to give you, 75% off appliances. That was a great idea. And we always want what we can't have, or if something has a time limit on, we want it. It's just a marketing thing. It's the way our brains are connected. And I think the most important reason to send a broadcast is to create and build a relationship. And this is my granddaughter, Everly. I show her all the time, and people that come to lots of my webinars see she's getting bigger. But when I send off a broadcast and I introduce my little granddaughter, Everly, people write back. Not everybody, but Nathaniel may write back and go, oh my gosh, my wife just had a baby and we named her Everly too. She's so cute. And then I write back and say, hey, send me a picture of your new baby. And all of a sudden, me and Nathaniel have this relationship. And now when Nathaniel's ready to buy a product and he needs help with copywriting, who's he going to go to? He's going to go to the person that he feels comfortable with and the person that he likes, not the person that just sends him emails once a month with a deal. So it's all about building and creating relationships. And don't take it from me, but you can take it from Seth Godin, who happens to be a marketing and author guru. He says people don't buy goods and services. They buy relations, stories, and magic. And when Nathaniel writes me and says, oh my gosh, my baby's name is Everly, and he sends me a picture, and then I send him a picture of Everly, and all of a sudden we're sharing stories together, we are creating that magic. And that's who people will buy from. And it's true. It's so true. An example is I go to a dentist that's more expensive, but she treats me just like a regular person, and she makes me feel comfortable. I'm not scared to go to the dentist, and I actually like to go to her. It's a joy because I have a relationship with her, and she's one of my greatest friends. So the email builder, it's easy to use, super fun. You can create multiple templates. So Mariana, if you have 3 separate businesses, you teach yoga, you also have a vitamin business, and you have meal plans. You may have 3 different templates that you want to send out to 3 different groups of people. You can create multiple templates inside Infusionsoft. It's mobile optimized, so it looks great on a tablet and a cell phone. You can save it and you can use those templates in your campaign builder. So if you have the best template you ever created, it doesn't just have to be in the broadcast area. You can save it as a template and drag it right into the campaign builder. And it's fun. It's fun to create something for your business. It's fun to be a business owner. You guys are our heroes. And it's fun to create something for your business inside Infusionsoft. So let me get into Infusionsoft and show you how it's done. I'm going to pause for a second, let you guys take that all in. If you need to write down those ideas. There they are right there. And let me get a drink of water real quick. And I'm back. And where we land when we go into Infusionsoft is we land on the dashboard. So to do a broadcast, even if you're just going to play around with the email builder and create your first template, you're going to go to the same place. So I'm going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo. I'm going to come to marketing and down to emails and broadcasts, and I'm going to click that one time. And when I do, you're going to see a big blue button right in the middle that says get started, and you're going to click that one time. I like to get my highlighter out for this. When you first click on the email builder, you're going to land in the gallery. And the gallery is going to give you templates that you can use as your starting point. So you can peruse through those 25 some odd templates and use that as your starting point and edit it from there. Once you send out your first email broadcast, even if you just send it out to yourself, it's going to appear in the previously sent bucket. So you'll always be able to find it right there, your most latest and greatest and all the other ones. If you're working on an email template and your dog has to go out and your computer closes down and goes in sleep mode and Infusionsoft shuts down, you'll be happy to know that the emails auto-save in drafts so you did not lose anything that you were building. And if you create the best email that you ever made in your life and you want to keep it as a template, you can put it in the My Templates bucket and save it as a template. So those are the different areas of the email builder that your emails will be stored in. So I'm going to come and peruse through the templates. And once I decide which one I like, maybe the airplane one right here, I can take a look at it by hitting the little eyeball. And when you hit the eyeball, it will show you what that template looks like on a tablet and also on a phone. I'm going to hit the Use Template, and I'm actually going to use this starting point for my email. When you first open up an email, that little slider pops down, this little slider right here. On the very top of that slider, you'll see a little pencil. And if you click that pencil, you can change who this email is coming from. So people don't know me by Judy Miller. They know me by my business. So I'm going to come to this little arrow. You can see I can change it to a different user. I can change it to the contact owner, or I can hit Other. And I'm going to put in my business, UPS store number 23. That's who people know me by, so I'm going to put that down as who it's coming from. And then the email address, you can put down whatever email address you want this email to be replied to. So if you send out a broadcast to 33 people and they reply and say, hey, here's a picture of my granddaughter too, this is the email they're going to reply to. Then I hit save, and now you can see this email is coming from the UPS store number 23. We're not going to do recipients right now because we're going to do that when we send a broadcast, but you always want to put a subject line, and don't ever put subject line here, or that's how the email will go out if you forget to change the subject line. So I'm going to say hello and welcome to summer. Today's the first day of summer. If I want to put their first name, so say I want to personalize it, I can say hello and welcome to summer. I'm going to put a comma right there and a space so it doesn't butt up against the word summer. And then I'm going to come to this merge button right here. And if I click on that merge button one time, all the fields inside Infusionsoft that you have access to will drop down. Well, I just want the most common, and I want their first name. Awesome. Now it's going to say hello and welcome to summer, Judy. Hello and welcome to summer, Ryan. Just going to put their name in there. If you don't have their first name, it's going to automatically default to friend. Pause for a second. So now that I'm done with my header, I'm going to hit the little arrow that says details right in the middle and push it up kind of like a mini blind. Get that out of our way. If you want to change it, you can always hit the arrow going down and it will come back. Now I'm going to build out my email. And if you'll notice, all the way to the left, we have design and blocks. We're in design phase. The toolbar is right here where it says header 1 style. This is your toolbar, and this is the body of your email. I can come over here and I can style and change the design of my email right from this toolbar. I'm going to come down to the bottom and change the background color to a gray color. You can change it to any color in this palette, and if you happen to know your hex code, you can put the hex code right in there. Don't have to. You can just choose a color from our color palette. You can also change the link color, so if you're going to put a hyperlink in there that says, click here to visit my blog, you can change the color just by clicking here, and you can either make it red or dark blue, and that's what color links usually are, so they're universal and people know that. So make sure you change it to either a dark blue or a red. You can change the text style, and you can change the header style, and that's just, this is the header right here. So if this is going to be your first email template, this airplane probably isn't your banner, and it's not my banner. But what you can do is, when you click on the banner, you'll notice to the left, the toolbar changes. So I clicked on the image, the toolbar changes. I can edit that image. I can put the name of my company and my phone number there if I want to and use that airplane if I want to. Or I can hit change image, and when I do, I can choose an image in my browser, or I can put in a custom image URL. I'm going to come down to my browser. I can either scroll down, my image library I'm sorry, or I can just start typing in Infusionsoft and pick the one banner that I want. They'll all appear on the left. If I click on the image and I want to change image and add one, I would just hit Browse, and I can add an image right there from my desktop. This is the image that I want, so I'm going to leave that. That looks awesome. Once in your image, if you go down in this toolbar to the left, I can make it bigger or smaller just by using the toggle button. I can link this image to a URL to my website, to an email address, to a file download if I want to give a free download, and I'll show you how to do that. But I can link this image if I want to. Always put a short description of what your image is. So this is a company logo. That way if they scroll over it, they can see it. And I can change the alignment of it too. Our image, someone asked about the specs of the image. The image looks best when it's 600 by 100 pixels. And usually a PNG looks better than a JPEG, and you can even add GIFs now. But mine is 600 by 100, and that looks the best. So when I'm done with my image, I'm going to scroll down, and because this is already created for me, I can just, because I used a template, I can just highlight over it and go, it's a hot one today. Speaking about hot, I have a hot free gift for you. And now I'm going to put a clickable link. I want to give them a download. Just click here to get your free ideas now. So I wrote the content. If you'll notice, I have a blue bar up here. Yours will be black, but this is our new feature we're going to be releasing in July. We just started releasing some of them, so some people may have this. This is really cool because it floats, so when you're on the bottom of your email, you'll still be able to see this little editing bar right here. But once I write my verbiage, I'm going to highlight it, click here to get your free ideas, and I'm going to come up to the icon that looks like a chain link fence. I'm going to click it one time, and this drop-down box will automatically appear. It defaults to URL. So if I have a hidden page on my website that's hosting that document, I can put the URL right here. But I don't have it on a website. I have it on my desktop. So if you hit the little arrow going down, you can actually come to File Download, and I can upload a brand new file from my desktop. I already have a file in here, but I can upload one. Upload my file, insert link, and there it is. Isn't that easy? Let me show you it again. Highlight, click on the little link. I'm going to unlink it real quick so I can do it again. Arrow, File Download, choose my file. Now, if you came to yesterday's webinar, we talked about tagging, and tagging can also show you someone's behavior. It can track someone's behavior, kind of like leaving little breadcrumbs. So if I send out an email to 100 people, and I'm sending them these free ideas, and in 3 days I want to check and see how many people clicked and downloaded those ideas, I can tag right from this link and tell Infusionsoft, hey, if anybody downloads these ideas, can you please put a tag in their contact record? Awesome. There's my tag. I can even create one on the fly. Hit done, insert link, and now I created a clickable link that they can download ideas, and they'll secretly get tagged inside of Infusionsoft so I can track who clicked on it. Super, super easy. Now you can see there's a button. That button is already pre-made inside Infusionsoft inside this template. I want to give them another chance to download those ideas. They can either click here or they can click on the button. When I click on the button, you'll see that the toolbar on the left changes. I can change the text of the button. Get ideas now. I can change, I lost my mouse. I can change the text style. I want them still to get that download, so I'm going to come to File Download, and I'm going to choose the same exact file. I'm going to give them a second chance. And then I want to tell Infusionsoft, if they downloaded my ideas, hey, Infusionsoft, tag them. Thank you. done. And now my button is done. If I want to change the colors and make it one thematic color throughout my email, I may want to make it green. I just simply come to background color, not background color, I got to click on the button again, sorry. Button color, come to green, and now my button is green just like that. This is a dividing line that's already there inside of this template. When you click on the dividing line, you'll see that the toolbar on the left changes. I can make the dividing line shorter. I can change the color of the dividing line and keep the colors consistent. And if I click on the dividing line, if I don't want it, I can hit the trash can. If I want another dividing line exactly like it, I don't remember the color I put in, I don't remember the size, I can make a duplicate, and then I can just move it just by grabbing it and moving it where I want it. And that will make the exact same line, the exact same color. These are our social media snippets, and I'm going to delete them because I want to show you how to set them up. So here's my email. What if that email is just not enough? I want to add things to it. The template was great. It was a great start, but now I want to add some stuff to it. Let me show you how. All the way over to the left, we were in design phase. Now we're going to come down to blocks. And these blocks are like Lego blocks that you can use to build your email. I'd like to add the social media snippet. Let's find it. There it is. I'm going to drag it and put it right underneath my dividing line. When you do, it doesn't look like the one that I deleted. It's all gray. And that's because it's not set up yet. You do need to come over to the left in the toolbar and tell Infusionsoft what your Facebook URL is, what your Twitter handle is, it's hard to say, your LinkedIn, and you can see we have YouTube, Google+, Pinterest, and Instagram. This does not transfer to different templates, so it would be really smart to make an Excel spreadsheet and put all your URLs there so you'll have access to them for all your emails and you can just copy and paste them. So there's my social media snippet. I can also make it bigger or smaller. If I make it really small, I can toggle it left, right, or center. Come back to I want to put it in the center. There we go. Come back to my blocks. I want to add an image. Well, just come to the blocks. Here's an image. I'm going to drop it right underneath my Facebook social media snippet. Once I click on image, it will bring up my image library, or I can pick a custom image URL. I'm going to choose this one, and now my image is there. You can change your size of your image by toggling the toggle. You can link it to something if you want to link it, and also put a description, the ocean. Scrolling down a little bit further, I may want to add a video. Come over to my snippets and look for video. Here's video. I'm going to put it right underneath my button. When you click the snippet for video, it's going to ask you for a URL. If you're using Wistia, you can get your Wistia URL. If you're using Vimeo, you'd go to the video and get your Vimeo URL. That's just the address bar up here. I'm going to go to YouTube. Look up my favorite song. Pause it so it doesn't come on. And once you grab the email, the video that you want to share, you just come up to the top in your address bar and copy that URL. Paste it here under video URL. You can change the size of it to bigger and smaller. You can toggle it left, right, or center. If someone clicks on the video and watches it, I can create a tag so I can track their behavior. And there's my video right there. If I want to move it next to my button, I can just grab it and I can move it where I want it. To delete your video, just hit the delete button and the video will disappear. So whatever you're using as your video platform, You're just going to grab the URL and drop it in that spot. The signature snippet is, let me explain what the signature snippet is. The signature snippet, everyone that is a user inside Infusionsoft gets one signature. Your signature snippet is really valuable if, like, you have a real estate agency and you have 5 different realtors. You want to send out one email broadcast, but you want it to come from each of the contact owners. So Sean has a signature, Sheila has a signature, Tom has a signature, Judy has a signature. I'm the marketing person. I send off one email. I make sure the contact owner signature is picked, and that email will go out with each contact owner's signature. But if you want it to go out from the owner of the company, you can just choose one person, and then their signature will appear. People get really caught up on this because it's like, I have 2 different businesses. I can't just have one signature. That's okay. You don't have to use our signature snippet. You can come over to text, grab a text block, highlight, and put, "Thanks for joining me, Judy and team." So you can make your own signature snippets, and you can have as many as you want. The one that's automatically created inside Infusionsoft is 1 signature per user. So I just want to give you a heads up. It's really super important when you're creating an email template to come to the preview button in the black toolbar and take a look at what that email looks like on a tablet and on a phone. And here's why. Because you may want to scroll down and see if there's anything in there that you forgot. Now I want you to notice something. When I scroll down here and when I scroll down here, what don't you see anymore? If someone's reading an email on a phone, they scroll down, they're not going to scroll back up to follow you on Facebook. So I recommend that you put the Facebook snippet on the top of the email and on the bottom of the email and scroll all the way to the bottom and make sure that there's not anything sneaking down here that was created in a template that you didn't change that just has sample content in it, because that won't look good if it just has sample content. So I want to add my social media snippet on the bottom too. I want to give them 2 chances. So I'm going to click my snippet, hit the duplicate, and then I'm just going to drag this one down to the bottom. Now when I hit preview, if someone looks at my email, they'll see the signature snippet here, the social media, and down here, and they have a second chance to like you on Facebook or visit you on Facebook, follow you on Facebook. So the other snippets that are available to you is there's a group snippet. So if you want an image, content, and a button, but if you just want image and content automatically formulated, you can hide the button just by coming over to the toolbar on the left and hiding the button. People always say, can I put 2 next to each other? You absolutely can. You can even put 3 next to each other and make it 3 parts down here and 1 part here. So 3 columns and 1 column. So play around with those. You can do lots of fun things with those little snippets. If it's the best email that you ever created in your life and you want to save it, you can just hit Save as Template. When you hit Save as Template, you can give it a title and save it. I'm going to exit out of the email builder now and show you how to send a broadcast, and then we'll get to questions. I want to get to my dashboard and show you how to do it from scratch. So just say last night, you got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you had a writing frenzy and you went and wrote your email newsletter and it came out great and you want to send it now. So you wake up in the morning, open up Infusionsoft, come to the same place, emails and broadcasts, and click it 1 time. Again, you're going to have that blue Getting Started button. Click it 1 time. I don't want to start from scratch. I already created a template. So I'm going to come to My Templates, or I can find it in Drafts, or if I sent it out, I can find it in Previously Sent. I'm going to come to My Templates, and it will open up all of the templates that you've created, and I'm going to grab this one with the basketball and hit Use Template. I can come in and edit whatever I want to edit in here, so maybe I want to change the background color. And now I'm just going to come over here and hit the Schedule or Send button. Edit anything you need to edit, take a preview and make sure it looks great, and then hit Schedule or Send. And once you do, this black toolbar will appear on the right this time. And anything that's not ready will show up as an exclamation point. So I have my from excellent, I have a great subject line, but I don't have recipients. So I'm going to click on my bar, and I'm going to choose my recipients. There's lots of ways to choose recipients. If you were on the webinar yesterday, we saved a search. So I can come in here and I can type June and I can find my June attendees that came to my webinar and just target that one group because I saved it as a search. I can also come in and I can start putting in a tag. Clicked on ideas, and I can just target the people that clicked on the ideas. If I want to send it to my entire list, I just come to underneath the recipients bar, there's a hyperlink that says New Search. I'm going to click that one time, and this box will appear. This box will let you filter out people, but I don't want to filter anybody. I just want my entire list. So I just come to the green search button in the bottom left-hand corner, click it one time, and it will scoop up everybody in my CRM and drop them into this recipients list. Now I don't want to do that because I don't want to spam people, so I'm going to do a different kind of search. New search, and I'm just going to send this to one person who happens to be Abe, my coworker. Hit search, and now Abe would appear. I can pick other people, I can pick other lists if I want, but I'm just going to send this to Abe. Now when I hit the schedule or send button, everything is green. I can schedule this to go out later, like maybe tomorrow I'm going to be on a flight to Hawaii and I want this to go out at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I don't. I want it to go out now, so I'm going to hit the Send Now button, click the blue button again, and that email will automatically be sent out to anyone that you have in that recipient field. Once you send it out, it will redirect you to this awesome report that will give you a pie graph. That pie graph will let you know how many emails you sent out, how many people opened them, how many people didn't open them, how many bounced, etc. If you want to find out more about this report, it's called the Email Broadcast Report, and you can look in our Help Center and it will go over all the different links right there. How do we get back there, Judy, to this cool report? Let me show you. Hover over the Infusionsoft logo, Marketing, down to Reports, click it one time. We just sent an email broadcast, so it's under Email Broadcast, and click it one time. Hello and welcome to June newsletter is the one I sent out, so I'm going to hit View, and there's my little graph. So let's send an email again. Let me show you how easy it is. Hover over the Infusionsoft logo, Marketing, Emails and Broadcasts. Get started. Come to my templates and pick the one that I want to send out. Edit whatever I'd like to edit, and then hit Schedule or Send. Recipients, didn't choose them yet, so I'm going to start choosing my recipients. I can do a new search, and I can search for all different criteria. I can do zip codes, area codes, address, street name, gender, if they like dogs and cats, what their tags are, if they're not a customer yet. I can search for all of that in this criteria. This time I'm just going to search for Heath, so I don't spam people because the people on my list are really not real people. Hit Schedule or Send. Click on the Send Now button. Hit Send Now. And that's how easy it is to send out a broadcast. If you make an email that you like, you can save it as a template. If you don't like it anymore, you can go into My Templates and you can delete it. You can have different banners, you can have different emails, etc. You can make as many email templates as you want. So my challenge to you is create an email template, add a link, add an image, add a document, add a video, put a tag on if they click the video or not, and then put yourself in your CRM and send that broadcast out to yourself, and you can even add me at basictraining@infusionsoft.com, Judy Miller. I give you permission. Save the email to your template library, send it out, and click on a link and see if it tags you and see if everything works, and then do it all over again to your list. It works. Creating relationships works. I also created a little workbook for you that kind of goes over the concepts that I talked about today, and I'll be sending that out with you. So if you want to watch the recording and work on the workbook, I invite you to do that. The more you get into Infusionsoft and the more you practice and spend time in it, the easier it's going to get. And it's always a good idea to put on your calendar every morning at 7:30 in the morning. After I get done exercising, I'm going to get into Infusionsoft and exercise my Infusionsoft knowledge. Go in there and play around with it. If you schedule time, you'll do it, and you'll get better and better at it, and it'll get easier and easier. So the only question I see now is Barney has the air conditioner burnt out and it's 106 there. That's terrible, but imagine if your air conditioner was burnt out and it was 121. So Nathaniel asks, is there an A-B split test feature for emails? There's not. There is a third-party app called Plus This. Plus This is amazing and awesome, and they do have a really easy, one-click A-B testing. Infusionsoft doesn't. The only workaround that I can think of is inside Infusionsoft. When you come into your contacts, pick this first page, and everybody on this first page, which is kind of obnoxious because you have to click all these links. Maybe pick 10 people, come to Actions, and send a broadcast just to those 10 people with one subject line, and then come pick the next 10 people and grab their subject line. Or you can say, I want to find everybody with an odd ID and send them one broadcast, and then I want to find everyone with an even ID and send them another broadcast. That's the only way I can think of it. So Nathaniel asked where the Plus This app is. If you come here to our marketplace, the little icon right in the middle, come down to apps. And Plus This is already up. So there's Plus This. It's not $79 a month anymore. It's $39 a month. But I think they may have maybe a free trial. But they have some really cool things that they do. We saw a webinar on it yesterday. Awesome. So I don't see any more questions. If you have any questions, you can direct them to our tech support or basictraining@infusionsoft.com. I will send you this recording about lunchtime. I will add the recording for the campaign builder from last week, and I'll add all the fun goodies. Don't worry, Nathaniel, I won't leave. You can ask another question. And you'll be getting that around lunchtime, and I promise to send you all that stuff. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you can watch the campaign builder webinar. It won't be live, but you can always email me questions. Nathaniel has one more question. He's probably typing it now. So he asked for options for coding broadcast emails. So you can't use HTML code in our builder at this time. How long have you had Infusionsoft for, Nathaniel? Oh, wait a minute. I think that I just answered your question. So if you come to emails and broadcast and you come to classic email broadcast, that will bring you into, I believe, the code builder. And you'll be able to use code. I thought it was here. So I'm not sure if you still have the old Infusionsoft where if you've had it for a while, if you come into templates, you can use it. But I don't think in our new builder you can use HTML code. And Sandra, I'll send you the recording. So Nathaniel, you used to be able to come into the old builder under templates and you used to be able to use our classic builder. I thought they added that to this, and maybe they have. Let's try one more place. Let me use this as a template. If I come up here to Let me go back. Actions. There we go. Create an HTML email. And if you hit create an HTML email, then you can do code. So I did find it. Yay, Nathaniel, you can do it right there. I'm sure that that's awesome that I found that for you. And Sandra, I promised to send you the recording. And without any further ado, thank you for joining me. Sandra, I'm also going to send tomorrow's recording because I won't be here tomorrow. So I'm not going to be doing the campaign builder, but I will send out last week's recording so you'll have all the latest and greatest. One more thing before I leave. If anyone wants to be signed up for our Small Business Success Academy, it's called SBSA, and you have not been added to it yet, give me your app name and I will add you. To find your app name, you simply open up Infusionsoft and come up to the browser window, and it's right after the HTTPS. It's 2 letters and 3 numbers. Mine is HV202. If you include in the question box your app name, I will sign you up for SBSA. It's free, and it's just our Small Business Success Academy where you can learn more about Infusionsoft in real easy, less than 6-minute snippets. So it's just another resource for you to use Infusionsoft. So thanks for joining me. I'll make sure I peruse the questions and make sure I answered all the questions. And have a wonderful day. And if you're in Arizona, stay cool. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.